let me try and nail again, what is this world spirituality that we're looking at and why we need it? The first thing is we need it because, as Mariana said before, there are tens of millions of people that won't find their way home to the one tradition. And so as part of evolutionary spirit, we need to offer this huge population, right, a genuine alternative. That's one.
May I
Please
interject
Please.
the phrase evolutionary spirit? I am not persuaded that the human spirit is evolving beyond Christ. That may be but let's just say Plato and Socrates. I don't see any luminaries around today that are superior to the ones I've cited. So I'm not enthusiast or a devotee of spiritual progress.
So that's a great conversation, which we're not going to have time for this time. I would just say that Plato didn't yet believe in democracy, and democracy seems to be an evolution of spirit. My teacher in my lineage, Rabbi Abraham Cook, who I'm sure you're familiar with, said that the evolutionary spirit of the divine is not necessarily in individuals. Christ, Plato, Buddha were the great individuals of the past, but that the evolutionary spirit of the divine evolves in the society as a whole as new ideas like democracy and human rights in a new way come online.
That's quite true. The good news, lots of bad news, we hear it on the TV all the time. Good news, 5 things. Never in recorded history has there been less starvation. Never in recorded history has there been less slavery. Never in human recorded history have as many people been living under regimes that they themselves elected. The 4th is never in recorded history has the position of women been as good. We have a little ways to go yet, but still that stands.
Certainly.
And the 5th one is a little bit wobbly, but I think it is moving into place that torture is never in order.
Wonderful.
Now that is
evolution.
That is evolving in the right way. Those are social things, and
so we agree on this.
Okay,
we're good. That's the evolution of spirit, even if in the older generations we saw some of the greatest examples of interior God spirit in people. But now as we move towards a close, to try and introduce the vision that side by side with the great traditions, you might also have an emergent, a society emergent world spirituality, which is not merely togetherness, which is actually a tradition of surrender, commitment, dedicated practice, which offers a home to the tens of millions of people that are not going to find their way back to the old traditions. And perhaps your questions can help us imagine what obstacles we need to overcome to create a world spirituality which is based on genuine kneeling at the altar of the divine.
All right. I would say God bless you in that venture. And I remain skeptical because this may be the deepest divide between us, and that doesn't mean it's bad.
Right.
It gives us things to talk about, and each irradiating the other. But you are more enthralled, optimistic about spiritual development. And I am a strong believer in divine revelation. And I think that it has happened 8 times, and therefore I do not see this project that you are on as being as substantial and being a 9th way. But God bless you, and see if you can make it work.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. I want to thank everyone for being with us. It was a great privilege to be here with Mariana, Professor Huston Smith. And what you heard today was unrehearsed. We didn't come here to get a blessing. We came here to get the deep thinking and challenge of one of the great thinkers about the world's religions. And what Huston, you reminded me of again and again, and Mariana and I have this ongoing argument where I live in a tradition, and I'm kind of connected to my orthodoxy, and Mariana's more naturally in the world place. So Huston reminded us of that passionate nurturing, that sense of living with God that you get from being deep within one tradition. And we can never forget that. And Huston challenges us to not allow our religion to become dilettantish, to not allow it to become homogenized, just mixing everything together, right? To not allow it to become the great religion of let's all be together, to never forget that the challenge is to actually experience revelation. The challenge is to kneel at the altar of the divine. The challenge is surrender. The challenge is, do we meet a place before which we bow? And if a world spirituality cannot meet those challenges, it will never arise. And it's for that reason that we're enormously grateful to you for putting those challenges before us in a clear way, and let God, who's beyond us and within us, bless us in the venture.
Amen.